All right. All right. So I am super, super, super excited. First of all, I want to go ahead and thank everybody who's watching the playback or if you're tuning in live. Welcome to Wealthy Wednesdays, right? If you're on here, you probably already know who I am, but if you don't, right, my name is Millionaire Kimmy T. I this is my page, right? This is something that I've been doing now for a while. Wealthy Wednesdays is really just something I wanted to bring out to as many people as possible, right? It's something that I want to use a platform to share as much as I can about my own personal journey and just different things I've learned on my path to success, different things I've learned on my path to creating my best life. And so today we have two special guests. Okay, this is the dream team right here. So y'all are in for a treat. We have Mr. Clifford Smith, right, and then a returning guest, Miss Kiyama Nazir. And so I'm gonna have them introduce themselves, right? I don't want to do it for them. And then we'll kind of get into the world of digital entrepreneurship here after that. So either one of y'all can go first. It don't matter which one.
Okay, cool. What's going on? My name is Clifford Smith, 23 entrepreneur out here in San Diego, California, and just somebody who is a digital entrepreneur in the truest sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. My name is Kiyama Nasir. I'm also a digital entrepreneur out in the Bay Area, Oakland, California. I've been on this digital entrepreneur road for really 8 months now, 8 to 9 months now, from the date I officially said, okay, I'm all in, I'm doing this. So I'm super excited to be here with you both, and let's get this going.
Bet. So before we kind of jump right in that thing, right? Because I think a lot of people might hear the term, right? They hear people say digital entrepreneur, but they may not necessarily fully understand what does that even mean. Like, what does it mean to be a digital entrepreneur? And so I want you guys to break down like a quick definition, okay, of what digital entrepreneurship means to you, and then how are you a digital entrepreneur? So different things that you kind of have your hands in right now as well.
Awesome. So for me, it's just everything online. Digital is online. Digital is on your cell phone. Digital is, computers, laptops, everything, technology wise. And how I'm taking part in that is I am an investor online, meaning I'm making money from my cell phone. Investor online and newly to the e-commerce space. So that is my second route of digital entrepreneurship for me.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. I'm pretty much the same thing. Already an investor, um, like digital investor, and already doing everything from my home and from my laptop. So I guess by association, I've already been involved in digital entrepreneurship, but now getting involved in the e-commerce space has now given us more room to, um, to explore and to venture out into the true identity of a digital entrepreneur. So that's pretty much the same thing for me.
Okay. Cool. And so I won't get into it much about myself, right? This is not really about me, but when it comes to like the big deal, right? Because some people might want to know like why is that important? Like what's the coolness behind being a digital entrepreneur? Why would I want to pursue that? And so I'm sure we're all familiar that we've been in a pandemic, right, over these last couple of months. And so one thing that I've taken away from that is the importance of being able to create sustainability, create income, right? Create something for yourself and your family that you can do essentially from home, right? Because we've seen, the stress on essential workers. We've seen people getting laid off. We've seen all of these things happen over the course of time, right? Over in 2020. And so the real key here is that the importance behind what it is that we're doing is that you want to be able to create income for yourself, by yourself, right? In a space where you're comfortable, in a space where you can do it virtually from anywhere, right? And so if y'all don't know, right, I'm sure y'all have seen me talk about it all over my social media. We actually just got back from a convention this past weekend. Our company put on a virtual, right, because we all making sure we keeping that social distancing, but a virtual convention, really just being able to plug into so much value. I'm talking like so much value from so many people, from Eric Worre to Floyd Mayweather, Bob Proctor, right? So many different world renowned people that is crazy. Honestly, I'm still on the high, right? And it just really, really crazy. So I will let you guys kind of talk about what was like one of your biggest takeaways from this past weekend and different things that you got from these, millionaires, trillionaires, all these people. What was some of the biggest things that you got from this past week's convention?
I think the biggest thing that I took from this past weekend was really the space that we're in and how innovative and how our company is able to pivot in times like this, and really just overall just understanding, like my mentor Riyad Jones says, like, being a part of $1 billion brand, like um, having a CEO who's already thinking about what would this company, what would our lives look like 10 years from now, really solidify my confidence in the company and in the team, and just knowing that this is going to be a legacy company really is something that I took away from this whole weekend. So the whole weekend was good, but I really love the fact that I really was confident that this is going to be a legacy company.
Absolutely. And just to hit on that really quick, right? You mentioned the legacy, right? So many times we've heard, right, over the course of I don't know how long, that we're one of the first to ever do it, right? And there's obviously a lot of different things that comes with that. But I know for me, I just think about what if we could have, like, what if you could have been the first person who got hip to Amazon? Like, what if you could have been the first person who got hip to Netflix? What if you could have been the first person who got hip to, I don't know, what's something else, eBay or something like that? And so it's just like, when I speak, right, so many people always tell me about my passion, but when I speak, it's because I'm speaking from a place where I understand what we have. Like, I understand where this is, what we have right now, and what our potential is to grow. So I'm just like, listen, this right here is kind of where I want to be, and I know it's going to be essential to kind of paving the way for other people to be able to do some of that same thing. So that was something that I kind of took away from this weekend as well. You can go ahead and
go. What I took away from this weekend, well, my biggest takeaway was what Cliff mentioned, just knowing that this is a $1 billion brand and being a part of it, that just solidifying that. It was something Riyad Jones said at our get together Saturday night. He said 3 years. He started this 3 years ago in 2017, and now he's making multiple figures. 3 years. And I told him I was in college for 5 and I'm in debt from that. So if all I have to do is weather the storm, of course, do the work, stay motivated, inspired, and do the work, stay connected for 3 years, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it's like, it's guaranteed because I see the example. I see all the examples, not only him, but his wife and multiple other leaders we have in this company, this organization. So that was a big takeaway. Of course, the personal development, the mindset, everything, man. Bob Proctor.
Wild.
Having the personal mentorship with a partnership with our company, Bob Proctor, just it speaks volumes to this company and to other people. Like, we got Bob Proctor, and he fully, wholeheartedly believes in this company. He's been around the block. He's been around.
And you better know it too. And you better know it.
You are familiar with Bob Proctor. He's a world-renowned speaker, motivational coach, whatever you want to call it. And we got the green light from him. So that was a big, big takeaway for me as well.
For sure. Listen, Bob Proctor said, be there until you die. Okay. And let me tell you something. People are always saying what they're always asking, like, what are successful people doing? Like, what are they doing? What are they investing in? Like, whatever they do, that's what I want to do. So let me tell you guys something. To everybody that's listening to me, Bob Proctor, a well-renowned a well-renowned prosperity like coach. This is somebody who talks about everything. He knows everything. Like you said, he's been around the block for a minute now. Okay. This is somebody who has a ton amount of success. So if he says, right, that he's gonna be here and he says this is somewhere that you need to be, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. And myself said we staying here. Okay. That's what we said. And so I'm just super, super excited because right now I'm at a year and a half, right? And like you said, you have people like Riyad Jones saying to give it 3 years, right? Give it 4 years. Think about how much time we put into school, college, right? You said you've been in college 5 years and all you got out of it was debt, right? People work a job for 40 years and what do you get out of that, right? And so if I am being told if I can, stay committed, stay dedicated for 3-4 years to reach that level of success that I want to reach, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay committed, right? Because nobody's going to work harder towards my goals than me, right? Nobody's going to want to pursue my goals more than I do. And so something else that I really want you guys to kind of speak on when it comes to the word success, right? Sometimes I love the word and sometimes I kind of hate the word at the same time just because there's so many different connotations when it comes to the word success, right? And so for me, right, I know, and for y'all too, right, success is just the worthy idea, progressive realization of a worthy ideal, right? So as long as you're moving towards whatever it is that you want to have, right, you're a success. That's how I see success. And so what is something like a key thing, maybe one or two things, or I won't narrow it down to one, but what are some key things you feel like people need to have or understand in order to be successful? I'm hitting y'all with a different one. So what is something that you feel people need to understand or need to know, need to have in order to be successful? And I'll let either one of you guys take that.
I'm gonna say belief.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say you need this, you need that. You need belief.
Okay.
Belief
Can you
is the only thing.
expand on that, please?
You need belief in yourself. You need belief that there's something greater than you, and you need belief in whatever it is that you're a part of. That's
okay.
it.
And why would I need belief in what I am a part of, right? Why if I just take action, if I just do something, why is it important that I believe in that thing? What is having belief gonna do?
If you don't believe in what you're doing, you're not gonna take the action.
Okay.
Like if you don't believe in what it is that you're doing, you're not gonna go out and do anything because you don't believe that this can work. So you need to have belief that what you're doing is working and can work, or else you're not gonna do anything really. You're not even gonna attempt to do anything because you don't believe that it works.
Facts.
So you gotta have
a preview to that question is, okay, what if I do have belief, right? I do believe in myself. I do believe in what it is that I'm doing, but I believe that my work is working, but I'm not seeing the results. Like I believe that I have the potential to become successful, but listen, the money not flowing. I'm not getting the gratitude, like I'm not getting the recognition that I want. So what do I do at that point? What would you tell that person that they need to do at that point?
you need to be grateful for your process and be patient. Because just because you believe doesn't automatically mean that the results gonna come tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You gotta have patience throughout your process because you can believe. It's not about how big you believe; it's how long you can believe. If you can believe long, if you can have, longevity to your belief, just give it some time.
For
Just give it
sure.
time.
Okay. Okay. Miss Q Money.
I would say outside of belief, of course. I would say your environment. In order to be successful, you really need to upgrade your environment. I know in my process, I started on this personal development, journey before getting into digital entrepreneurship, and with that, building my mind, building on my mind, realizing what's good for me and what's bad for me, what's influencing me and what's not influencing me. That kind of elevated my mindset, which all in all kind of building on my mind. A few people got eliminated to make it in a nice way out of my life, but it had to happen for me to elevate. And with your environment, it's just everything. You're a product of your environment. And I feel like that is one of the biggest things that can either make or break you. Because it's strong. Things are coming into your subconscious. Things are influencing you. It depends who you're around, what they're talking about, what type of things they're doing. That is, the make or break of you being successful and you not being successful. So definitely environment.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with both of those actually, 100%, because I'm not one to beat a dead horse. So exactly what you guys said, right? Belief is going to be essential for you to feel like you can accomplish the things that you want to do, and for you to actually take that action. And then the environment that you have around you, right? Because yes, you can believe in yourself, but you also need to make sure whatever that you're surrounding yourself with is also in alignment with whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve, with whatever it is that you want to have out of life, right? I think one of the biggest things from this past weekend that I got while we were out in Atlanta is environment, right? Because let me tell you something. I got back to Virginia, and I said, listen, this right here, this is not it. Okay. After going from where I was, right, and coming back to here, it raised my vibrations. It raised my awareness of what I can actually have. And that kind of leads me into something else that I just talked about recently on my social media. And that was, you know, being able to see, touch, smell, and feel the things that you want, because you can't really believe that you can have something if you've never experienced it, right? You can't really truly believe that you can accomplish this goal if you've never experienced it, right? And so you have to kind of create a physical and an emotional connection to the goals and dreams that you want to have, right? The things that you desire, in order to be able to kind of take that thing to the next level, right? And so the last thing that I want to ask you guys, or kind of get you guys' thoughts on, is just, where do you see either yourself going, or where do you just see, the digital entrepreneurship industry going, like, let's say within the next 3 years, within the next 5 years? How do you see yourself progressing in this industry, and what could that mean, for you, your family, your lifestyle? What is that going to look like?
I think that's gonna look within the next year. Um, I think the digital entrepreneurial realm is gonna get more recognition. It's gonna be taken a little bit more seriously from everybody, from all of us, due to the fact that it's better than any traditional route there is. I mean, it's one of the only routes where you can pay yourself based off of how much effort you're putting in. So I think the digital entrepreneurship route is going to get more recognition. I feel like a lot of people are going to take it more seriously. And, it's really going to sort out, the people who have ambition from the people who don't have anything or any goals going for themselves. So that's just one of the things I see going and I see happening with this digital entrepreneurship realm.
Okay.
I agree. I think a lot more people are gonna get into, digital entrepreneurship, especially, this whole year. Most of us have been in the house. It was just like, what else can I do from my home? everything online. So definitely people are getting waking up to the fact that outside, like, you need multiple sources of income, additional sources of income. And how are you going to do that online because we're in the house? What if this happens again? Who knows? People are getting hip to it. So definitely more entrepreneurs, more digital entrepreneurs, if not, entrepreneurs, more people, involved in making money online. I know alone inside of the the e-commerce realm, it's a 3.2 trillion dollar platform, and it's projected to grow to 6.5 trillion in 2022. So that just tells you a lot, and that's just e-commerce. That's nothing else online. So it's taking off, and I'm excited. I'm excited that I'm a part of it right now because timing is everything. So.
Facts. I couldn't agree more. I think this is something, like you said, something people are definitely going to start to take more seriously because it is going up. It is an industry, a platform, an environment, whatever you want to call it. It is something that is taking off, and a lot of more people are catching wind of it. And so I definitely think it is something that I'm happy to be a part of. It's something that I'm happy to be in front of, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, if you are not making money online, right, you're getting left behind already. That's just the point of the day, okay? And so I am, first of all, super grateful and thankful to you guys for hopping on here with me for sure. This definitely won't be the only time, but I definitely want to thank you guys for showing up and just sharing some major value, major sauce with me. And that's really all I have for you guys. If you have any last notes, quotes, anything that you want to share, you can definitely feel free to do that. And then if not, we are going to go ahead and end this thing right here. Y'all got anything?
I'm good.
Okay. Anything, Q?
If you're looking to get started in anything, digital, additional income, just do it. You don't know where to start, Google it. We are in the technology era. Everything is figure outable, which is a word I made up. Everything you can Google.
I like that.
Everything you can Google. So if you don't know something, you want to get started, just do it. Do it anyways. Take the leap.
Facts. Yep, for sure. And ask questions too, right? Looking for yourself and ask questions. If you have somebody, if you know somebody that's doing something that you want to get into, be willing to ask the questions, right? So many times we miss out on opportunities because we let our pride get in the way, right? I'd rather ask and they not know than don't ask and they have all the answers, right? So definitely make sure you're plugging into the resources that you already have as well. Okay, so it has been fun. It has been my pleasure. Thank you again for you guys for hopping on with me, and I will see you guys back again next week on another episode of Wealthy Wednesdays. Y'all be blessed and have an amazing rest of your day.